I know y'all didn't think I was just coming with 2 pair of containers now. Hi you guys, welcome back to my garden. In today's video, I'm getting ready to transition my front garden bed from my spring display and ease it right on into my summer display. We're going to first start by tackling the planters that flank the entryway, and then from there we'll move on to the next area. I have a menagerie of things that I need to get done in this area, but I'm going to just knock them out in this video one by one, with hopes that at the end of the video this area will at least start to look like it has some life in it. There's a lot of different things blooming or starting to, they're budded up. They have their very beginning blooms on the different shrubs in this area. The first thing I want to do is head on over and fill up my front fountain because I can hear it humming from here. So you guys, let's knock that out first and then we'll move on to the containers. It has this beautiful birch tree that drops these seeds like literally everywhere. They're everywhere. They're all on my front pathway. They're on top of our cars, but it's just a part of the game. So I am going to go in a little bit and just knock some of this stuff out real quick, and then we'll fill her up. You guys see how the water is like overflowing here and none of the water is coming out of the spouts? So I'm gonna have to just go in really quick and just knock all of these spouts out real quick and just brush them through, and then that way the water will level out and then it'll start to flow down. I'm just going to spray this off. Going to put this on, set this here, spray the top of it off. And see, you'll have plants that'll start to germinate on the inside of your fountain pump if you have a nearby tree that drops seeds everywhere. So sometimes you got to come in and take it apart. And just snap it back in. I'm just going to go in and connect this back to the hose that comes up all the way out of the bottom, and then we'll move on to the next item. As you put it in there, water's going to start to jump out, so you know it's good now. And let me go ahead and connect this. I already got water on the first level, the second level, and now the third. Ready to go in, and we're going to plant up these containers, and then we have 2 more containers that we're also going to knock out in this area as well to get the vibe going. Yes, honey. Are given life and that more abundantly. So let's go ahead, get in and get a closer look and dissect what these containers look like. But I know some of you guys may say, why are you putting such large plants in those containers. That's just what I do. That's how I have always gardened. I have standard hydrangea trees that have literally been in the same pot for years upon years upon years up on years, and they perform beautifully every single season. So if you look at this, these hydrangeas here have a lot of space, as well as the annuals, because they are vigorous annuals. They have the opportunity to come down and just stretch right on down, make themselves at home, just stretch out, just take over these containers as they see fit, because we have all of this space here for the containers to continue to grow. But let's get in, take a good look, and then we'll move on to the next pair of containers. We have a Monrovia True Fescue Blue right here. We have a Proven Winners Lemon Coral Sedum. We have a Snow Princess Lobularia. We have another Proven Winners Lemon Coral Sedum. And then our thriller in this container is an Endless Summer Hydrangea, and this variety is Bloomstruck. You can change the color of the blooms even in a container and also in the landscape, and actually you'll have a more controlled color if you're doing it in a container, because you can really manipulate the soil pH. Quick tip: when you're purchasing your hydrangeas, this is about the state that you want your hydrangeas to be in, or more along these lines. You really don't want them to be in this state, because I'm actually going to come in and cut all of these big blue blooms off. This is a reblooming hydrangea, and we are definitely going to get our money's worth from the show this season. Now that you guys have seen these containers, we've knocked the fountain out, we've knocked the entryway containers out. Now let's water them in and move on to the next pair of containers. I know y'all didn't think I was just coming with 2 pair of containers now. So I have everything blown out, and it's looking a lot better, you guys. You guys got to see what this looks like. But what I'm going to do, I'm going to plant up everything, the next 2 pair of containers. I mean, the area just looks so much better with just coming in and just adding just a little bit of to my front entryway. Even if I didn't come in and add anything else to these containers, the area would still be amazing. So let me give you guys a quick view so you guys can see what I'm looking at. Like, especially like standing right here, when I tell you the art of layering, I think I may have mastered it. Well, I'm not going to say master, because you can always grow in areas, but if I stand right here and I look head on, baby, when I tell you the layers is speaking, the layers are speaking. Let me show you guys what I'm looking at. Let me throw this away real quick. Let's go ahead and start planting up these containers right here. So it's a pair of 2 of these containers. So I'm just going to come in and just slightly just rough this up just a tad bit. I want to make sure I'm not really disturbing the roots. So now I have some soil that's workable, so I can get my annuals down in here. Going to come in and get all of these different weeds and stuff up. So Frieza must have gotten left outside in the sunroom. And so she got into the soil. So I'm just going to add a little bit of soil back. In order for me to get a vigorous show like I'm going to want with my Supertunias, what I'm going to have to do is I'm going to go in and I'm going to give all of these plants a haircut. And I'm basically just going in and I'm just cutting these. And I know for some people it may be hard to watch this. So all I'm doing is just coming in and I'm cutting these out. That's all I'm doing. Because we don't want leggy growth. That's the last thing we want. And if it means that I'm cutting off these blooms, it really doesn't matter. And cut all of this off. Just a little light haircut. Anything that's leggy. Supertunia Vista Bubblegum. I grow this every year in my garden. Lemon Coral Sedum, Snow Princess, Alyssum, Supertunia Royal Velvet. Imagine when all of this blooms out, like how it's going to look just walking up to the door. This is going to be beautiful. Now that I have my containers done at my entryway, now that I have the other two containers done as well, I want to come in and add a little bit more annual color in this area. But first things first, I need to go in and remove the old tulips that were in this area. Give you guys a reminder so you guys can see what those beautiful tulips look like. Now, go in and remove the old bugs. Now look at that nice rich compost. Now we'll drop our annuals. We'll go ahead and set them out in place. So this is going to come out. This is going to fill in real nice and lovely, and it's going to look like just a big bouquet. And then I added some Snow Princess, Supertunia Royal Velvet, Supertunia Vista Bubblegum, and it's in an alternating pattern. So I'm going to go ahead and call the video quits for right now. The sun is out, it's beaming down. I'm not sure on the quality. I hope you guys can really see the way those colors are coming through those containers. But can you guys just imagine? Matter of fact, I need you guys to close your eyes for a little bit. Close your eyes and just imagine summertime is coming. You ride down the street and you see this house with this big bouquet of hydrangeas at the top, and at the bottom is filled with nothing but blooms for days. I can. And I'll update you guys on the progress of all of these containers. Thank you guys for watching. Thank you guys for hanging out with me, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye bye. Guys a reminder so you guys can see what those beautiful tulips look like.